Coco Gauff strikes back, files $50 million lawsuit after Fox hosts explosive on-air attack. The world of professional sports is no stranger to drama. High-stakes matches, shocking upsets, and record-breaking victories dominate headlines daily. But sometimes, the drama transcends a court. And on that fateful evening, when Fox Sports host Darren Michaels unleashed a scathing on-air attack, it wasn't Coco Gauff's serve that made waves. It was the words that aimed to tarnish a legacy still being written. For Coco, just 19 years old, the tennis world had already recognized her as more than a prodigy. She was a symbol of resilience, a beacon of hope for young athletes, and a figure whose game spoke as loudly as her voice. From her stunning Wimbledon breakout to the electrifying energy she brings to every hard court, Coco has earned admiration through sweat, sacrifice, and unyielding determination. But fame, it seems, has a double-edged sword. The incident that ignited a storm. It began as a routine broadcast. Fox Sports was covering the lead-up to the Miami Open, a key tournament that often sets the tone for the season. Darren Michaels, known for his brash commentary and willingness to court controversy, had Coco Gauff on his mind. His words, however, went far beyond analysis. On live television, Michaels questioned Coco's attitude and maturity, suggesting that her recent victories were more the result of hype and media attention than skill. He insinuated that her ascent in the WTA rankings was a manufactured narrative, subtly undermining her achievements. For millions watching, the remarks landed like a thunderclap. Social media erupted. Fans rallied behind Gauff with hashtags like #DefendCoco and #RespectTheGame. Fellow athletes, from Serena Williams to rising stars across the globe, took to their platforms to voice support. The backlash was swift, intense, and unrelenting, exactly the kind of firestorm that makes the sports world pause. Behind the headlines, Coco's perspective. To outsiders, Coco Gauff might have seemed stoic, but those close to her knew the weight of the attack. She felt the sting immediately, said her longtime coach, a figure who has guided her since her earliest days on the court. Not because she doubts herself, she never does, but because it was unfair, untrue, and designed to humiliate. Coco's reaction, however, was not one of retaliation through words on social media or reactive commentary. Instead, she turned to the strategy she knew best, measured, calculated, and decisive. She and her legal team reviewed every moment of the broadcast, every phrase, every insinuation, and every public reaction. The result was a meticulously prepared $50 million lawsuit against Fox Sports and Michaels, alleging defamation, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and harm to her professional reputation. It was a bold move. In the high-pressure arena of professional sports, lawsuits against major media outlets are rare, and even rarer when filed by someone so young. But Coco Gauff was determined. This was about principle, integrity, and setting a precedent for athletes everywhere. The lawsuit, more than money, to the public. The $50 million figure may seem staggering, almost sensational, but legal experts emphasize that it's not just about financial compensation. This lawsuit sends a message, says civil litigation attorney Karen Simmons. It's a statement that public figures, especially young athletes, cannot be casually undermined on national television without consequences. It's about accountability. Coco's legal team outlined specific claims in the filing. Defamation. Michael's statements were false, misleading, and damaging to Coco's reputation in the tennis world and beyond. Intentional infliction of emotional distress. The remarks were designed to demean and humiliate, crossing the boundary of acceptable commentary. Professional harm. By questioning her achievements, Michaels potentially jeopardized sponsorships, endorsements, and future career opportunities. The lawsuit's filing was accompanied by a carefully crafted public statement from Coco herself. With calm poise and the confidence that has defined her career, she addressed the controversy directly. I have always let my game speak for itself. When false narratives are spread, they not only hurt me but undermine the values of fairness and respect in sports. I am taking this action to defend myself, my team, and every athlete who deserves to be judged by their work, not by unfounded claims. The statement resonated immediately. Fans flooded social media with messages of support. Sports analysts praised her courage. Even beyond tennis, Coco's decision became a talking point in discussions about media accountability, and the responsibility of commentators. The ripple effect across the sports world. Coco Gauff's lawsuit did more than target a single commentator. It sparked a broader conversation about ethics in sports media. Pundits, journalists, and former athletes weighed in, debating the balance between critique and personal attack. Serena Williams, herself no stranger to media scrutiny, tweeted, "Athletes should be celebrated for their talent and hard work, not diminished by reckless words. Proud of Coco for standing up." Meanwhile, the WTA issued a statement affirming its support for players' mental and emotional well-being, highlighting the importance of safe and respectful coverage. Sponsors, too, took notice. Several brands reiterated their partnerships with Gauff, citing her integrity, professionalism, and commitment to standing up against unfair treatment. As the lawsuit progresses through the legal system, Coco remains focused on what she does best: tennis. She continues training, competing, and winning, refusing to let the controversy derail her career. On the court, her play is sharper, her determination more visible. Every serve, volley, and backhand carries not just a pursuit of victory, but a quiet defiance against the notion that she could be diminished by careless words. For sports historians, Coco's story will likely be remembered not just for her titles, but for this defining moment, a young athlete asserting her dignity and shaping the discourse around media accountability. Her impact reaches far beyond the baseline, serving as a template for future generations who may face similar scrutiny. Conclusion: courage in the spotlight. Coco Gauff's decision to file a $50 million lawsuit following an on-air attack is more than a legal maneuver. It is a testament to courage, self-respect, and the unyielding belief that words, especially those broadcast of millions, carry weight and responsibility. In a world where athletes are often defined by headlines rather than performances, Coco has reclaimed the narrative. She has reminded the sports world, and indeed the world at large, that talent, integrity, and resilience are inseparable. The lawsuit is ongoing, and the outcome remains uncertain. But one truth is undeniable. Coco Gauff has once again demonstrated why she is not only a champion on the court, but a role model for strength, strategy, and dignity in every arena of life. As fans around the globe watch, there is a sense of shared pride, a collective recognition that the game is bigger than any individual match. And in standing up against unfairness, Coco Gauff has elevated the sport itself, reminding us all that courage, like a perfectly executed serve, can change the course of the game. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.